I'm so excited to be sharing the obstacles that will stop you from becoming the best you, from getting to your first million, from being the best person, the best millionaire, the best everything that you can ever be. But before we do that, let's do a quick recap of what we've been speaking about in the past week, 3, 4, 5 weeks or so. We started this way. Have you ever left your bed or your place without making your bed due to time? Or have you ever gotten late because of making your bed? Now, there I explained that here I'm not talking about a time issue. It's a simple management issue. If you can't manage your things well, you will never be able to attain things. Or you'll just take longer. And we're trying to eradicate that. Now, I've explained also that the mind is a very simple, obstacle-related organ. Now, the way the mind works, if you start simple, you move to a more difficult thing, you move to an even greater difficult thing. Eventually, you get to what you want to go. Now, a friend of mine has highlighted one thing from the talks that I've had. He has actually tied this philosophy to the Kaizen productivity philosophy. Look it up. It speaks about that. It speaks about getting better at getting better. It further elaborates that for you to get to a difficult thing, start simple. That's how you get better at anything. Now, as I said, we're not talking a time issue here. We're talking a management issue. I followed it up by asking a simple question. Who wants to be a millionaire? And I gave a very simple formula. 2.74 cents from 1,000 people in 365 days, you get 1,100,000 rands. Now, there I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about the simplicity of getting to a goal. If it's possible for you to get 274, it's more than possible for you to get 274 rands. And you can multiply it however way you want to, so long as you start simple. Because if you start simple, you make it plausible for you to move to a greater thing. Then from there, you get used to it. It becomes a pattern. Like I said, it's not an amount, it's a management issue. Now, if you check, all these things link up, guys. They link up. Lastly, I asked a very simple question as well. Are you afraid of growth? Now, this stemmed from the first two questions. Now, the first two, you'd be in step 1. You'll be able to get your food. You'll be able to get shelter. You'll be able to get clothing. And all these basic needs that we need. But the crux was moving to step 2. I hope you all remember what step 2 is, because you need to remember it for you to move on. If you check all these 3 items that I've been proposing, it's a link. All of them, it's not about time, it's not about money, it's not about physically growing. It's about management. If you manage your things well, start on a simple scale. You move on that simple scale. You get used to the simple scale. You move to the harder scale. Now, in this week, we're going to be talking about obstacles. I'm very excited. Please stay tuned. Remember, Galarata, splendid day.